Today we are going to learn how to build a Canvas quiz. All right, so I'm in my Canvas course. I'm going to start in my modules. I'm going to choose whichever module I'm working on, and I'm going to hit the plus sign. Instead of an assignment, I'm going to add a quiz. I'm going to click Create Quiz, and then I'm going to name it. Okay, now the quiz will go to the very bottom of that module. There it is. Click on it. You can change the name. Make sure you add your points. The assignment group you can change later, but if you want it to sync, it should go into one of the active assignment groups. If you are not going to count it towards the final grade, then you click here, do not check this box. If you are going to count it towards the final grade, make sure you check this box so it syncs to PowerSchool. All right, make sure you add a due date, and then we are ready to build. Now for Canvas quizzes, there are several different types of questions. So this is where you can change your title, add instructions if necessary, then hit the plus sign. These are all the different types of questions that you can add to your quiz. They all have a different purpose, so make sure that you're choosing ones that fit your purpose. Now, categorization is where you put the different answers in the different categories. Okay, so they would basically click and drag sort of a system. So whichever ones go in animals are over here, plants are over here, whatever. Another question type is a file upload. You can also do a formula. Matching is pretty easy. Click A and A, B and B. Multiple choice is the most used. Okay, so essay is cool because you can give them the prompt, just like on the state test. You can also, if you want to do a, oh my goodness, essay, write one. Okay. You can also put a document in here, just like on the state test where they have to read and then they have to write based on what they read. You can do that. So you can import a document here that they have to write about, so they can read it and then they can write their essay down here. Well, yes. So that's another option. You can allow spell check, show the word count, just like on the state test, things like that. For grading notes, you can let them know what their rubric looks like or what you're specifically looking for. And of course, you always change the points. Okay, now I'm going to delete this question. Okay. Hotspot. If you want them to click, like if you have a PDF that you want to put in here, and then wherever you want them to click on the PDF, that would be your hotspot. And if they click in the right place, then that's them getting the question correct. It's odd until you see it, and then it's really interesting. Let's see, delete that one. The others I'm pretty sure are self-explanatory. Put them in the correct order, multiple choice, things like that. So when you are, this is the most common, so I'm going to start with this one. When you're doing this, so the question title goes there, and then your actual question is where the question stem is. So fill in the blank with the correct vocab word. Okay. Then you would type the answers here, or answer options here. And then whichever one is the correct one, that's the one you want the black dot on. If it's math, you can want to show an on-screen calculator, you do you. You can give more points for certain answers that are more correct. That one's kind of tricky for students to understand, so be careful with that one. You can also shuffle the choices. So if a kid is writing, it's to prevent cheating. So if you want to shuffle the choices, you're more than welcome to. Make sure you add in your points. That one's a really important one for some reason. Okay, so that is the basics of how to build. Then you can click return and it will go back to the original screen where you can save and publish, and then it will be published in your module. There we go. Now my quiz is ready for my students.